What's up everybody, I'm Seth Fowler and today I'm reviewing the Air Max 95 from the Atmos Animal Pack 2.0. Thanks so much for tuning in today. Make sure to subscribe down below if you haven't yet and want to see more videos just like this one. Also make sure to give me a follow on Instagram and on Twitter at RealSethFowler. But with all that out of the way, let's get into it. About a week and a half ago, Nike did their first drop with the Nike Connect AF1s, and it was a choice between two different sneakers. And the only way to be eligible to purchase one of those two sneakers was to have a pair of the Nike Connect AF1s that were only dropped in New York. So if you were following my social media at all or were looking on sneaker Twitter, you would have known that the two sneakers that dropped were the Atmos Animal Pack 2.0. That pack originally released back in March for Air Max Day, but they re-released it specifically for this Nike Connect drop. Within the pack, there were two different Air Maxes, the Air Max 1 and the Air Max 95, and the way the Nike Connect drop worked was that you were only able to actually pick one of the two pairs. So, as you obviously know by the title of the video, I picked the Air Max 95. Before I get into the actual review itself, I just want to say that I'm not a huge fan of fur on sneakers. It's just not a look that I dig. I really wanted to pick up this pair to review it, and to be honest, I'm probably going to throw it on my website immediately after this review. So if you guys want to grab this pair or are interested in picking up any of the other sneakers I have for sale, make sure to check out my website, SethFowlerStore.com. I'll make sure to also leave a link to it in the top of the description below. But with that being said, I'm going to try and be as unbiased as I possibly can because honestly, I don't love this sneaker and it's been shedding, so that's kind of a bummer. So without further ado, here it is, the Atmos Animal Pack 2.0 Air Max 95. Jumping right into the sneaker, you can see that the construction of the shoe is the standard Air Max 95 construction, except rather than using regular leather panels, they went for fur. There are obviously a couple different animals represented on this shoe, and I have done some research online, but I know for a fact I'm gonna mess some of them up. So if I mess any of the animals up, don't even worry about dropping it in the comments, I already know. Starting off around the toe, you've got this white and brown pony hair panel. The spot pattern on this panel, and for that matter, all the other patterns on this shoe vary from sneaker to sneaker. Continuing back on the shoe, you've got some black pony hair around the tongue, and that color is actually one of the biggest differences between the 2.0 Animal Pack and the 1.0. On the original pair, this area was in white or sort of a light cream. This time around, they decided to go with black. Not sure the reason for the change, but it's there nonetheless. Continuing back on the shoe, surrounding the tongue, you've got this black mesh and these light brown nylon straps. These straps hold these green rope laces in place, which I've got to be honest, don't look out of place. When I first saw the shoe online, I really didn't think I was gonna like these laces with this upper, but it doesn't look bad. Beneath that, you've got a black tongue with leather accents. At the top of the tongue, you've got an embroidered Air Max tag in red and green. Inside the shoe, you've got a light brown mesh sock liner. You've also got a light brown insole with a black logo on the heel. As for fit, this Air Max 95 does seem to fit true to size. However, if you do have wider feet, I might suggest going up half a size. Continuing back on the shoe, you've got 4 more animal fur panels. It's interesting because the length of the fur on each panel doesn't seem to vary. It just seems like the printing on each panel is different. The top panel looks like zebra, the second panel looks like leopard, the third panel I think is tiger, and the fourth panel is horsehair. Again, only guesses. I really didn't go the zoo much, so I'm not sure. Continuing even farther back on the lateral side of the shoe, you've got a red Nike swoosh. And then moving around to the back of the shoe, you've got one more pony hair panel with Nike Air embroidered in green. Moving down the shoe, you've got your Air Max 95 midsole in white. Through the midsole, you can see the Air units that are colored in green to match the laces. And finally, moving to the bottom of the sneaker, you've got your black outsole with white, red, and green accents. Overall, the Atmos Air Max 95 from the Animal Pack 2.0 is not really my kind of sneaker. It sheds, which is one thing, and that's something that happens to any shoe with fur on it, so I'm not sure exactly why you'd want that. The design's a little much, I'm not exactly sure what you'd wear with it. It's definitely out there. If you like this look, then go for it. Good for you, man. That's something else. There is obviously a history behind this shoe, and that's why people like it. It's also an Air Max, and there's a lot of Air Max heads out there, but like I said, just not a shoe for me. Again, if you guys want to take this pair off my hands, make sure to check out my website. The link will be in the description below. Now that we've got the review out of the way, let's put these guys on feet and see how they look. I'd love to hear your thoughts down in the comments, what you think of the Atmos Animal Pack 2.0, and if you'd be planning to pick up a pair for yourself. And as always, thank you so much for watching. Please make sure to give this video a thumbs up if you liked it, subscribe if you haven't yet, and I'll see you all in the next one.